Hello, I'm Luke Hatfield. I'm joined by Joe Edwards, Telford correspondent here at the Shropshire Star. Joe, Telford have drawn Hereford in the FA Cup first round. I mean, it's a great achievement to get into the first round proper, and they've seemed to have got a tie which could favour them. Yeah,
and I spoke to Rob Edwards after the draw was made, and he kind of admitted that it's not quite the glamour tie that both sets of supporters would have wanted, but it is a winnable game. Telford know a fair bit about Hereford as well. They played them in pre-season. They drew 0-0. Obviously you can't read too much into pre-season games, but by all accounts it was a pretty close fought affair. Hereford, of course, a step below Telford. They're in the Southern League Premier. But they've got a good budget. They're a club very much on the up. A Phoenix club. Got some good players there. Jack Damon, formerly of Telford, played for Salford City in National League North last season. So they've got some players with a decent pedigree. Edgar Street will probably have a decent amount of fans there as well. Rob Edwards is kind of focused on Telford taking a good following there to try and ramp up the atmosphere. And it's not as we say the glamour tie. It's not Blackburn Rovers away or Wigan away or what it could have been. But it is very much a chance to get into the second round as well.
Yeah, you said that it's not one of those ties which you really think of as the magic FA Cup. But if they get through it, there's all the chance that they could get a big side. I mean, if they make the second round, or if they even go ahead and make the third one, they could be coming up against anyone.
Well, yeah. I mean, just said there, Wigan. I mean, they won the whole thing. Just a few years back. Blackburn, obviously, they've won it. I think it's 5 or 6 times. Obviously, former Premier League winners as well. So a massive club. And then even if you get past the second round, obviously we don't want to look too far. But if you do get into that third round, then then your Man Uniteds and your Man Cities are options. So that obviously Rob Edwards will be keeping grounded. He's very much a level-headed character. Doesn't want to look too far ahead, but it's a very much a chance to get into the next round. Telford have already beaten sides from a lower level in the competition. Stafford Rangers, Barwell, who play it like it's the Evostic Northern Premier, but it's very much the same equivalent as Hereford. So they saw off them sides, so there's no reason why they can't see off Hereford as well.
Yeah, and of course there's a fair bit of money at stake when you get to this kind of level. I mean, although Telford don't have the struggles that they had last season, I mean it's still going to be helpful, right?
Well, yeah, they'll certainly take it. You don't turn away thousands of pounds, and it all helps. I think I spoke to the Stafford Rangers manager a few weeks back, and he was saying even though he was obviously disappointed to be out, I think they probably, even for winning about 2 or 3 games, they made upwards of 10 grand. So I mean, it's, for clubs at National League North level, even though it doesn't mean as much for Telford now as it would have done, very much welcome.
Yeah. So FA Cup trials for Telford, you can follow their progress on shropshirestar.com.